Hey guys, our class of 2018 this year consists of 6 seniors: Jacob Essig, Jeremiah Hayes, Grayson Matchett, Luke Rickey, Robbie Scott, and Sarah Bell Stoneham. Congratulations to you guys. You've already accomplished a great deal. And I want you to know that the Glen Allen Church loves you very much. You are part of our family. Graduation is a time for joy and anticipation, but I'll also tell you that it is a time that brings big changes. And anytime there's big changes in your life, there are things that you have to be careful about. There's going to be a lot of people who want your attention, who are vying for your allegiance in this world, who want to change your thinking about a lot of things. And you need an anchor. You need something to hold on to. The Hebrew writer tells his readers that we have an anchor, firm and secure. And this anchor that he speaks of is Jesus himself. A lot of people in this world will tell you the kinds of things that you need to chase after, that you need to be successful, you need to be respected, you need to have friends, you need to have money. All of those things are worthless because in a way they do give us something, but they don't promise peace, they don't promise grace, hope. Only one thing or one person can do that, and that's Jesus. He's the anchor that you need. I like the way that Eugene Peterson puts it in his translation of the Message. He says, this hope we grab onto with both hands and never let go. So that's what I want to encourage you to do. This is the charge for you, to grab onto Jesus and never let go, because he's the only one that can give you the things you really need for all of your lives. Congratulations again. We love you guys.
Hey Grayson, just wanted to let you know how much of a privilege this is to participate in the graduation process here at Glen Allen. I don't know if you remember or not, but it's been since about 2001 or 2002 that our families got to know each other. We were both all worshiping over at Cole Harbor Church of Christ and actually sat on the same pew. Pew I think eventually became known as the Matchett Hadra pew, anyway, because we always sat at the same place. Anyway, as you were getting older, you became interested in baseball, went out and saw my boys play at one time or another. And I think, as you may recall, you asked me if I would go out and work with you on hitting. Your dad and I went to and you went out to a field, local field, and we worked on hitting a little bit. Well, just to remind you, there were 4 areas that you and I talked about that are very important to hitting. And in fact, I'm using this as an example in leading a Christian life, because guess what? Paul did the same thing in the scriptures when he talked about track and field. He used track and field as a metaphor in some of his sermons. Well, you know what? I would suggest to you that if baseball existed back then, Paul probably would have used that great American sport of baseball as one of his metaphors. But since he didn't, I'm going to now. When we talked that day, we talked about 4 areas: foundation, grip, focus, and practice. Keep in mind those are elements of hitting a baseball. Now I'm going to apply those to leading a Christian life. The first thing we talked about is a firm foundation. Now, in a firm foundation, when we were talking about that, you have to have balance when you're in a firm foundation and hitting that baseball. Well, the same thing is true in a Christian life. Your foundation has already been laid, and it continues to be laid. Grayson, when you were over at Cole Harbor, here at Glen Allen, with your family, with your grandparents, those friends that you have around you, that's where that foundation is laid. You continue to build upon that foundation, because as you go through life and as you go up to college, you're going to be relying on that foundation and maintaining good balance and a firm belief in Jesus Christ. The other thing we talked about is critical in hitting is grip, and we talked about a loose grip, maintaining a loose grip, and it helps you when you hit the baseball. Well, let me show you something else. What you're going to grip in your faith and your belief in God is the Bible. you're going to hold that firm. You're going to hold it as tight as you can. And in contrast to hitting a baseball where you have a loose grip, you're going to have a tight grip. You're going to keep it close to you, keep it close to your heart, and always rely on it to guide you in your life and in your travels up at James Madison. We also talked about focus. When you're hitting a baseball, remember, you're focusing on that pitcher. Well, in this particular case, what you're going to be focusing on is Jesus Christ. Focusing on Christ at all times, never taking your eye off of Him. If you do that, He will always steer you in the right direction. You will always know what is the right thing to do. Final thing was practice. You know, you can teach somebody to hit a baseball, you can teach them to play baseball and everything, but what you can't do is help them have that commitment to practice. You have to practice, same thing, practice in your Christian life. And you have to practice ahead of time. You can't go into the world as in a game, which is game time, having not practiced. Game time's not time to practice, and the same thing here is true in leading your Christian life. You need to do Bible study. You need to pray. You need to pick right friends up at James Madison that's going to help you lead and maintain that straight and narrow in leading your Christian life. That's the practice that you're going to implement. Not once you get out into the world, it's too late then. You do it ahead of time so that when you are faced with those challenges that Satan's going to put before you, you will know what the right thing to do. That's about it. Foundation, grip, focus, and practice. There is one last thing I'd like to mention to you, though. You know, when you went up to the plate and you faced that pitcher and you were playing Little League Baseball, nobody was there to hit the baseball for you. I wasn't there, your mom and dad wasn't there, and your coach was not there. You were up at that plate alone. You were up at the plate by yourself. Well, let me suggest, and just do this. Imagine that pitcher being Satan. Satan is going to throw you every curveball, every fastball, high, low, all over the place. It's your responsibility to make the right decisions as to whether to swing the bat or not, as to whether to follow the right path. Let me tell you something. You keep Christ in your life, you won't ever be alone at the plate. You will always hit a home run by following Christ. Let me suggest that you follow these things. You have a good time up at James Madison. Grayson, we wish you the very best. Just know that we love you and we're always here for you if you need us. And just one more quick message at the end of this video. Thanks. We love you. Just one more thing. Have a good time at James Madison, Grayson.
Hey Grayson, Daniel Hager here. Just want to congratulate you on your graduation. I hope you have a great day and good luck at JMU. Enjoy your time in college. Congrats.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. Or may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. Or may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. 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 Oh, I want you to have it all. All you can imagine. Oh, no matter.
Hi, Jacob. For those of you who don't know Jacob Essig, I want to tell you a little bit about him. He's graduating from Glen Allen High School, just down the street from the church. He's friends with Grayson Matchett. He started coming with Grayson back in January, and from the very beginning, Jacob has been accepted by the group as if he's always been here. He's been well received, loved. People enjoy being around him. He's a lot of fun. He's polite. You could say a host of good things about Jacob. And a couple of weeks ago, I had a great privilege to be with Jacob when he decided to put on Christ in baptism. Jacob came to me one Wednesday night after all the other kids had left, and he said, "What do I need to do to schedule a baptism?" And I said, "Well, we can do that anytime, whenever you want to do it, we'll do it, and however you want to do it." And so he said, "Well, yeah, let's do it on Thursday night." And I said, "Who do you want to come?" And he said, "Really, I just want to be here by myself." And he said, "I want to surprise the church." And I said, "You don't even want Grayson here?" He says, "No, I want to surprise him too." So that was kind of neat. And the next Sunday, Grayson came up to me and gave me a hug and said, "Thank you for baptizing my friend." I want you to know, Grayson, that you did a lot more than I did. You started his journey toward faith in Jesus. That's what faith in Christ is all about. One friend caring enough about another friend to tell them the most important thing in the world. And so that's great, Grayson. I'm glad that you were able to do that for Jacob. Jacob's going to VCU this fall. He's going to study biogenetics, and I have no idea what biogenetics is, but I know that if you're going to study it, you've got to be pretty smart, and Jacob is. So Jacob, we wish you the very best at VCU. I want you to know that you will always have a place at Glen Allen. You'll always be loved here. And since you're at VCU, I hope we'll be seeing a lot of you here at church. So congratulations. We love you.
There's a place where mercy reigns and never dies. There's a place where streams of grace flow deep and wide, where all the love I've ever found comes like a flood, comes flowing down. At the cross, I surrender my life. I'm in awe of you. I'm in awe of you. Where your love ran red and my sin washed white. I owe all to you. I owe all to you, Jesus. There's a place where sin and shame are powerless. Where my heart has peace with God and forgiveness, where all the love I've ever.
Luke, just want to let you know, son, we are very proud of you. You're a good Christian. We know that you also love your family and you support your mom and dad the way you're supposed to. And we know there are great things ahead of you. So I want to give you just a little bit of advice. First of all, stay close to God because He will never leave you. Stay close to your friends and even stay close to your enemies, because when you have people who don't understand you and you can get them close to you, you can become friends. It's been my pleasure to know you and to be able to work shoulder to shoulder with you. I look for the great things that lay ahead of you. And if you need anything, all you got to do is call, because we will be there for you. You take care when you get to liberty, do good things, and always remember, pray first and ask for forgiveness. I'm your buddy, Jim, and that's my blessing for you.
When I hold you in my arms, love, something changes. It's the strangest feeling. The things that used to matter, they don't matter to me. When I see you and you're smiling, how my heart aches, so full it is about to break. You make me believe in love. I could never count all the ways that you change me, baby. Every day the sky is a deeper shade of blue. When I'm with you, when I hear you and you're crying, it resonates, dear, in a place I didn't know was there. You make me believe in love. I could never count all the ways that you change me, baby. Every day the sky is a deeper shade of blue. When I'm with you, beautiful baby, you're sweeter than strawberry pie. Just like the morning, your smile brings the sunshine. I could never count all the ways that you change me, baby. Every day the sky is a deeper shade of blue. When I'm with you, I could never count all the ways that you change me, baby. Every day the sky is a deeper shade of blue. When I'm with you.
Robbie, I have known you all of your life, and it has been a privilege to watch you grow in wisdom and in stature. In Proverbs 11, verse 16, it tells us that a kind-hearted woman gains respect. Dear Robbie, you have one of the kindest hearts that I know, and you definitely have my respect and the respect of those who know you. Also in Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 30, the psalmist says, "Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." You are beautiful on the outside, Robbie, but more importantly, you are beautiful on the inside, and your love of God is to be praised. I recently reached out to you to help me with my deaf and hard of hearing children, And without any hesitation, you came and you helped us. And one way that you connected with them was through your art, which reminds us of a story that our Claire likes to tell about you. When you were about 2 years old, Claire was sitting for you at your house, and she went around the corner, and there you were drawing on the walls. She put you in her lap, and she said, "Oh, Robbie, we do not draw on the walls, we draw on paper." And she was going to scold you, and you looked at her, and with your sweetest little eyes, and you said, "I love you." And Claire goes, "I love you too." She gave you a kiss and a hug and then a cookie. So, Robbie, you are very sweet and very kind, and I don't know what I would have done without you this summer. In James chapter 1, it tells us that if any lack wisdom, all we have to do is ask God, and He will give it to us generously. And as you continue your education at George Mason University, my prayer for you is to continue to put God first in your life, ask Him for wisdom in everything you do, and the rest will fall into place. Jim and I love you, Robbie, and we wish you success in all that you do. May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ continue to be with you.
Please don't change, don't be afraid that you're not wanted here, 'cause you're wanted here. Don't fade away and don't hide your face, and all the lonely tears will disappear. Maybe you can't see it, but I can. You are someone's work of art, just the way you are, and you're shining like the stars tonight. All the pieces of your heart and all the lovely scars are someone's work of art, are someone's work of art. When the lights go down and no one's around, you're still standing there, wishing someone cared. Can you hear me now? I am screaming out. You're the one I choose. There's no one like you. Maybe you can't see it, but I can. You are someone's work of art, just the way you are, and you're shining like the stars tonight. All the pieces of your heart and all the lovely scars are someone's work of art, are someone's work of art. What I see in you is beautiful, so beautiful. What I see in you is beautiful. You are someone's work of art.
Hi, Jeremiah. I want you guys to know a little bit about Jeremiah. He is going to graduate from Highland Springs High School this week, and also the tech center there. And he wants to take a break from school and probably go find a job for a little while. Jeremiah, I always thought that you had the most handsome smile of probably any of the guys I've ever known, and I suspect that the girls kind of like it too, so you need to be careful out there. But I also want to tell you that the Glen Allen Church is a place that I want you to understand that you can always call home. We love you, we care about you, and we want you to be here. And so I hope that you'll do that. I hope you'll continue to be a part of the family here at Glen Allen. And I want to say congratulations to you and to Tyrone and Pam on Jeremiah's graduation and for your passing on your faith to him. Jeremiah, always think about who loves you, whose you are, who you belong to, and that will take you a long way in this world. We love you.
There's no need to complicate it, dress it up or overstate it. Without too much hesitation, here's the way I feel. Well, I like you, even when I don't try to. Yes, I do, that's the truth, I like you. 7 years is a long, long while. Somehow you still make me smile. I'd say almost most the time, here's the way I feel. I like you, just like you, even when I don't try to. Yes, I do, that's the truth, I like you. There are way too many love songs. I think they've got it all wrong. 'Cause life is not the mountaintops, it's the...
I have the chance to talk about one of our granddaughters, Sarah Bell Stoneham. She's, of our 9 grandchildren, she's number 6 on the line, and number 4 in granddaughters rather than just grandchildren. One thing that pops to mind and thinking about that was she was the only grandchild that Grams, which we were known as Gramps and Gramps and Grams, that Grams was able to see the birth in. And so that was really something for her. She'll be 18 in August. People talk about, well, who's your favorite out of the 9? And I say, whoever I'm with, that's my favorite. If I'm with a bunch, they're all my favorite because we love them all equally. She was and is still today very independent in a good way. Her passion, horses. In 2 years of age, she climbed out of her stroller, and when her mother realized that she was out, she had attached herself to the front leg of a stallion being led back to his stall. And so it was the starting of her love of horses and relationships with them. She now has a room full of awards and ribbons and just loves them. She excels in everything she does. And while she was at St. Margaret's during her high school, went through her freshman year, and she said they're not offering anything that is a challenge. And so she asked her mom to pull her out and enroll her in the public schools in West Point. And there she enrolled in dual enrollment. And just a few weeks back, she was able to get a general education degree from Rappahannock Community College. 1 credit short for having an associate's degree. And she hasn't even graduated high school yet. That comes up the 15th of June. She's really something. She's getting ready to start Randolph-Macon College in the fall. Didn't seem to have too much of a problem making her choice, although many colleges did offer her scholarships as well as attendance. She wanted to be closer to home, and at the same time, she also wanted to take part in their equestrian team, which she has been invited to join. So we're really looking forward to that. And we have a situation that her passions have also increased. She now likes fast cars. She doesn't drive fast, but she has one and likes to stay up to date with them. One of her goals, in fact, the goal right now, is to finish college and own a dealership in high-end cars. I said, how high? And she said, Lamborghinis, Maseratis, and I said, really? But you know, in all the things that I've mentioned, one thing does not change. God is first in her life. In her choices of friends, a boyfriend, or choices in life, God is first. She's frustrated with the world's view of morality. And I believe that with her drive, she will attempt to and be very successful in making a difference in at least her particular part of this world's morality. Her Grams and I couldn't be more proud. We thank God that we now have the chance to be with her and a few other grandchildren, to watch them go and to watch them grow. We're so thankful that we're able to be a part of her life.
Sometimes I wake up with the sadness, other days it feels like madness. So what would I do without you? When colors turn to shades of gray, with the weight of the world at the end of the day, what would I do without you? A decade goes by without a warning, and there's still a kindness in your eyes. Amidst the questions and the worry, a peace of mind always takes me by surprise. I feel like I'm walking with eyes as blind as a man without a lantern in a coal mine. What would I do without you? My imagination gets the best of me, and I'm trying to hide, lost at sea. What would I do without you? The difference between what I've said and done, and you're still standing by my side. A guilty soul and a worried mind. I will never make it if I'm on my own. So you got the morning, I got midnight. You are patient, I'm always on time. Oh, what would I do without you? You got your sunshine, I got rain clouds. You got hope, I got my doubts. So what would I do without you? Oh, what would I do without you? Oh, what would I do without you? Sometimes I wake up with the sadness, other days it feels like madness. So what would I do without you? When colors turn to shades of gray, with the weight of the world at the end of the day, what would I do without you? A decade goes by without a warning, and
there's still a kindness in your